Kelly Bates.
Hey, welcome back. We had an interesting day temperature-wise. In the interior, we topped out well into the 50s. Meanwhile, along the coast, we only made it up into the 40s thanks to an onshore flow. So yeah, depending on where you are, it basically determined whether or not temperatures, again, made it into the 50s or the 40s. Here was where we are now, and we're all into the 40s. On our way down to the 30s for the overnight. So we do have 46 in Providence, 49 in Smithfield, 44 as we look to Westerly, 42 right now for Newport, also out to Block Island, 44 right now for New Bedford. And we also have a little bit of a wind, and as you can see, that onshore flow taking that air over the chilly ocean temperatures that are in the 40s, and that's what held coastal communities, again, much cooler, closer to that, the actual ocean air temperature. Meanwhile, in the interior, far away from that influence, we just saw it as a little bit of a breeze. I wanted to point this out. We were reporting earlier about how we were dealing with brush fires, particularly in North Attleboro. Well, along the coast where we have that onshore flow, that marine layer, it not only is cooler, but it also has more moisture. Away from that, we have dew points that are much lower. In fact, this afternoon, they were running in the teens. So it was dry and also breezy, again, away from the coast. And that's where we found those brush fires that started and spread quickly. So that's going to become a pretty common thread as we go through the week, because it's not only going to be bright and sunny, but it is going to be dry. And as we go to midweek, we are going to be picking up a wind that will put us in that fire weather danger pattern. I'll show you more on that when I show you our extended forecast in just a sec. But I wanted to show you what's going on with our sky, and there isn't anything to show you. That's the whole point. We have this huge dome of high pressure in charge, and as long as it's here, it's going to keep the sun shining. But its location relative to us will determine our wind direction, and that will determine whether or not we're going to go warmer or colder. You see, the air goes around this high in a clockwise manner, so as it slides by through the day on Monday, it's going to bring in air on the backside of it, moving in from the southwest. Southwesterly wind tends to be a warming wind direction for us in southern New England, and as long as that high stays there, we're going to continue to move that in. So temperatures will be climbing and climbing and climbing. And even though Tuesday we have this front that wants to drop into southern New England, right now it looks like it may just throw us some clouds. We're not expecting anything in terms of precipitation. I wanted to point out for our allergy suffering friends, because we are in tree pollen season, that we're looking at pollen levels to come up to a moderate to high category starting Tuesday and taking us right through the remainder of the week. So if this is you, you may want to get precautions in place or whatever you need to do to be comfortable, because this is going to be a doozy of a week for us. We are looking at an overall pattern shift. You see, we have been dealing with the jet stream sort of hanging out over us for some time. But now we're going to see this jet move to our north, opening the door to allow warm air to roll into southern New England from the south. And that means we're going to be making a run at a high temperature. Particularly on Friday, we're looking at a forecast high of 83, and that's also the record high, 83 degrees from 1945. So it's interesting. It's kind of like the drama. Are we going to do it? I'm curious. But yeah, we're expecting to hit the 80s, not only on Friday, but it looks like we could do it on Thursday too. Our forecast for tonight, clear and chilly. We're looking at winds moving in from the southwest at between 3 and 10 miles per hour. As we go to tomorrow, it is going to be a warmer day rather than the 50s and 40s. We're going to top out in the 60s. It will be sunny and milder, quite pleasant actually. Then we get to Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. That trio of days there, that's where we're going to be dealing with some super duper dry conditions. And again, we do have that elevated fire weather risk that will be with us. We'll hit the 70s on Tuesday, we'll hit the 80s on Thursday, and we're going to stay above average even as we look ahead to next weekend. I was looking at our models, and our next best chance of picking up precipitation looks to be Monday night of next week.
I can't believe we could hit 80.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like summer.
Not once, but twice. Yeah, we're going to go like right into summer, like spring for a couple of days and then bam.
It's too bad I don't have a pool. I'd love to hit the pool, you know?
I'm just looking forward to taking the plastic off the windows, because this is plastic removal week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like what you said about the allergies too, because my allergies started hitting like last week.
Yeah.
So definitely good to be prepared for that coming up.
Yeah, it's going to hit you like a wall. I'm sorry to tell you, friends, but it's going to be that kind of week.
Yeah, at least you're honest.
No, we try.
Thank you, Kelly.
Sure.